So welcome you all. In this video lecture, we are going to solve this problem on truss both by joint method and section method. So please be with us. We are going to learn about section method as well as joint method by using this problem. So first of all, you note down the problem. So this is the problem in which we have to find force in all the members of the truss, and the second problem is to find the force in member AB, BE and ED. Is that okay? So let's begin with a very simple analysis whether this perfect is solvable by Newtonian method or not. Okay? And a problem is solvable by Newtonian method only when it is a perfect truss. M equals to 2j minus 3. One of the rule. Okay. This is a completely constrained structure. That is what we are going to check. So how many members do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members. So on the LHS we have M equals to 7, and on the RHS we have, how many joints do we have? 5. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. So 5 joints are there. So 5 multiplied by 2 minus 3, this is going to be 7. As this number of members and number of joints are satisfying this equation, so this truss becomes a perfect truss. So the first step in solving this problem is to draw the free body diagram. Okay, so we are going to solve the first part and then we will go for the second part. Okay, to find force in all the members, the first step is to draw the FBD. I will just draw the FBD over here, so it does not take some extra space. So the roller has been replaced by a reaction, and this pin joint or pin support is also replaced by a reaction. We will call it RAY, RAX and REX. Okay, so what we have done, we have drawn the free body, we have isolated the object from its surrounding, that is its support, and what we have done, a part of it, we have replaced this support by the help of reactions. Is that okay? So to find these three unknowns, we have equation of equilibrium. And what type of force system is this? What type of force system is this? This is a coplanar non-concurrent force system. I repeat, what type of force system is this? This is a coplanar non-concurrent force system, and therefore the equations of equilibrium are applicable. And what are those equations? So we have three equations of equilibrium: sum of all forces along x, sum of all forces along y, and sum of all moment about z axis are going to be equal to 0. By using this equation, you can find these reactions. Okay, so let us first find the reaction. Summation fx equals to 0. So we have Rax plus Rex equals to, we don't have any other force in the horizontal direction, so we are sure Rax plus Rex equals to 0. The second equation which we are going to get is summation Fy equals to 0, and in this case Ray minus 40, see, you should also write the direction, don't miss it out, or you write the sign convention, or you decide the sign convention at the very beginning. Summation Fy equals to 0, taking force in vertical direction, in upward direction as positive. So Ray minus 40 equals to 0. So from here I know the value of Ray equals to 80 kN. The third equation which we have is summation Mz equals to 0. You can take the moment about any point of your wish, but I will personally prefer to take it about A. You can also take it about E. Okay, I am going to take it about A. So if you take moment of all the force about A, these two forces will not come in your equation because the moment arm length has become 0. So the only unknown now will be Rex. I am taking clockwise as positive. So what will I get? 40 multiplied by 3. You see? Okay, the line of action is like this. It will rotate it in clockwise direction, plus 40 multiplied by now the second force. Okay, so this distance is 6 and we are taking moment about this point. So this distance is the moment arm. So this will be equal to 6 minus, see this particular is the moment arm, Rex multiplied by 3 equals to 0. So if you solve this equation, from here you will get Rex equals to 40 multiplied by 3 plus 40 multiplied by 6 whole divided by 3. So can you find the value now? So this 3 is gone, 2, 40 to the 80, 80 plus 40, 120 kilonewton. So Rex is 120 kilonewton. Now if I use equation, first equation, I will also be able to find the value of Rax. Okay? So Rax is minus of Rex and this value is minus 120 kilonewton. Okay? Do you literally need to find this reaction? No. Is it necessary in this problem? Okay? It is not, means this is a general procedure, so I did it, that you go for the FBT, then you go for the reactions and then you start solving the problem. But in this case, is it necessary to do this? So this is the question I am putting to you. You may decide it later on once we have solved the problem. Okay? So you have this value, you please note it down. Rex equals to 120 minus 120 and this is 80. Now in case of joint method, because our objective is to find force in all the members, we should begin from the joint where the number of unknowns are 2 or less than 2. Is that okay? We have to begin from a joint where the number of unknowns are 2 or less than 2. So here comes the question which I had posed to you before. Is it necessary to find reaction? No. Because if we start from joint C, I have a situation where I don't need to find the reaction, still I will be able to find the force in members of the truss. See, very fundamental thing. You could have saved 5 minutes time or 10 minutes time for finding reaction. Okay? So I am starting from joint C. Joint C. So whose FBD you are going to draw? You are going to draw the FBD of pin. You are going to draw the FBD of pin. And as per the sign convention, I am assuming that the force in the members are tensile. Okay? I am also assuming that the member is under tension. Is that okay? So now let us try to find the force. So this is BC and this is CD. The naming I am doing it in alphabetical order. Okay? So the naming should be, you can also write CB, but it's your choice. Okay? Normally I follow the alphabetical order way of writing the unknowns. If you apply summation Fy, what type of force system is this before I proceed further? This is a coplanar concurrent force system. With this condition, we have two equations of equilibrium and they are sum of all forces along x equals to 0 and sum of all forces along y-axis equals to 0. Please understand what kind of force system is this? This is a coplanar concurrent force system. And for coplanar concurrent force system, the condition of equilibrium is summation fx and fy equals to 0, assuming this board is x and y. Okay? So let us go for summation fy equals to 0 first. So if you go for fy equals to 0, okay, we also need to find the angle. So what is the value of theta? Okay, how can you find theta? It is very simple. Tan theta equals to 3 upon 3, which is equal to 1. So theta will be tan inverse 1. I hope all of you know the value of tan inverse 1. The value of tan inverse 1 will be 45 degrees. So theta is known. Okay. So summation fy equals to 0. So BC sine 45 degree minus 40. I am taking upward direction as positive. Minus 40 equals to 0. Sin 45 will be 1 upon root 2. So from here you can say BC equals to how much? 40 root 2. And you also associate the unit with it. It is kilo Newton. Okay. So can we write the value BC over here? BC is 40 root 2. And because this value is positive, this also means that the member BC is in tension. Don't forget to write the nature of the force. Okay. Next, can we go for summation Fx equals to 0? Can we go for summation Fx equals to 0? So for summation Fx equals to 0, you can write, I am assuming right hand direction as positive. So minus CD minus BC cos 45 degree equals to 0 implies that CD equals to minus of 40 root 2 multiplied by 1 upon root 2, and this value will be 40 kilonewton with a minus sign. Is that okay? So CD is minus 40, unit is kilonewton, and because you have a minus over here, this means that this member is in compression. Okay, don't write both of them together. I will suggest you don't involve the sign here. Just write the value. Okay, just by the symbol you can understand whether it is in tension or compression. Okay, so minus 40 means it is in compression. The third. Okay, so now we will proceed further. We have found the force in member CD and CB. Now, where do you want to proceed? You have two options. You can go for D. If you go to D, member ED, DE and BD are unknown. Okay? And if you go for joint B, then you have three members which are unknown. So assuming I have not found the reaction, I will preferably go for D. Okay? I will go for D. So let us now draw the FBD of the pin at joint D. Assuming all members in tension, so this force is CD, this is BD and this is DE, and here we have a load of 40 kilonewton. We also know the value of the force in CD, which is equal to minus 40 kilonewton. Okay. What type of force system is this? I am again insisting on this point. This is a coplanar concurrent force system, and for coplanar concurrent force system, summation Fx and summation Fy will be equal to 0. So let us go for summation Fy first. Assuming upward direction as positive. Is that okay? So BD minus 40 equals to 0 implies that force in member BD is 40 kilonewton. BD. And because it is positive, so this member is in tension. Is that okay? So don't forget to remember this. This is compression, tension, tension. Is that okay? Now let us go for summation Fx equals to 0. Assuming right side as positive, so our equation will be CD minus DE equals to 0. CD minus DE equals to 0. If you substitute the value over here for the value CD, so we know that DE will be equal to CD, and CD is equals to minus 40. So DE also becomes minus 40. So what does this mean? That member ED will also be in compression. ED or DE, okay? DE is also in compression. Is that okay? Now we know the force in member this and this. Still 3 members are unknown. Can we go for joint B now? If you go to joint B, these two forces in these two members are unknown. But we know the force in DB and we also know the force in BC. Is that okay? So because we know the force in these two members and only 2 unknowns are present over here, the next approach will be joint B. So if you draw the FBD of the pin at joint B and assuming all members in tension, this will be the free body diagram of the pin. And this force is BC, which is known. This is BD, this is also known. We want to find the force AB and BE. Okay, till now I have not used the value of reaction. That is why I told you, you can judiciously decide by seeing into the problem whether we need to find reaction or not. But the general procedure is first to go for the FBD, then find the reaction and then choose a joint where the number of unknowns are 2 or less than 2. Okay. So after doing this, you have to find also the angle. This is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 45 degree. And therefore this also will be 45, this is also 45, this is also 45. Okay. So you can write any of the angle as 45 degree, either of the two. Again a coplanar concurrent force system, and therefore we have summation Fy equals to 0 and summation Fx equals to 0 as equation of equilibrium. Okay. So let us now, we also know the value of BC. What is the value of BC? This is 40 root 2. We know the value of BD. This is 40. Okay. So let us now go for summation Fy equals to 0. What is the reason for choosing summation Fy equals to 0? Because if you go for summation Fy equals to 0 first, you will not have any component of AB in the vertical direction. And because you don't have any component of AB in the vertical direction, you will get a single equation with a single unknown. Okay? So that will make our job somewhat simpler. So let us take this value. I can assume downward as positive, no problem. This will be slightly easier to solve. So BD plus BC cos 45 plus BE cos 45 equals to 0. BD plus BC cos 45 plus BE cos 45 equals to 0. Now let us put the value. You know that BC is how much? BC is, this is 40 plus this is 40 root 2 multiplied by 1 by root 2. This is equals to minus of BE into 1 upon root 2. Okay. So if you want to solve, then PE will become how much? Root 2 will cancel out. You have 80 into root 2 with a minus sign. So BE will become minus 80 root 2. What does it mean? The member BE is in compression. This is known. The member BE is in compression, because we have a minus sign over here. Now we have to go for summation Fx equals to 0. So if you go for summation Fx equals to 0, so what are the terms which you are going to get? Let me remove this part. Okay. So we will get, assuming this direction as positive, so you will get AB plus BE sin 45, AB plus BE sin 45 minus BC cos 45 degree equals to 0. Is that okay? Whose value are known to us? BE is also known to us as minus 80 root 2. Now, BE is known, BC is known. So AB can be directly written from, we can get AB directly. So let us look into it. BC is, or let me go with BE first. BE is minus 80 root 2. The next side when you go, it becomes minus of minus 80 root 2 multiplied by 1 upon root 2. When you go the other side, this minus becomes plus. BC is how much? 40 root 2 multiplied by 1 upon root 2. So once you solve this, how much will you get? Minus minus plus. So this will become equal to 120. Okay? AB will be equal to 120 kilometer. Okay? And because this value is positive, this member is in tension. Because this value is positive, this member is in tension. Okay, so this is also known. Now only one member, force in only one member is left, that is AE, joint E. So let us draw the FBD. REX, FAE, F, or just AE, okay, and this is BE. How much is this? BE, and this is DE. So the values which are known to us, we can directly write it. DE, how much? What is the value of DE? Minus 40. And what is the value of BE? Minus 80 root 2. Okay? Assuming that I don't know REX, okay? Just assuming. I have two unknowns, 1 and 2. Okay? So I can do a cross check over here. How can you do the cross check? This is a coplanar concurrent force system with two unknowns. Okay? I will leave this for you. You have to do it and try to check. Okay? If I have two unknowns and means AE and REX, assuming this is not known. Okay? And if I find this value by using this system's coplanar concurrent force system, and if this value matches with my previous calculation, this makes me sure that my answer is correct. So this is one of the method to verify during the examination that my answer is correct or not. Okay, or during your home practice also, either of the two. So that I leave for you. You can look and solve it. I will go directly for summation Fy equals to 0. Summation Fy equals to 0. So AE, taking upward direction as positive, AE plus BE. If this angle is 45, then sine 45 equals to 0. AE will be equal to minus of, what is the value of BE? Minus 80 root 2 multiplied by 1 by root 2. This root 2 will cancel out. This value will become 80 kilonewton. Okay? Is it necessary to find reaction over here? You can see that I have found the value of all the members of the truss, even this also, and this value is 80, so this is in tension. Okay? I have found the force in all the members of the truss, so it is not at all necessary to go for the reaction in every case. It is your judicious decision. While you look into the problem, you have to take some time, take a pause and think about the problem. Is it necessary to find reaction? And if it is not, why should you? Because that will take away your time from the precious time from your examination, during your examination. Okay? So is reaction necessary? Not at all in this problem. Okay? So I hope you have understood. One more important thing. Is it necessary to find all the reactions? Not at all. So this is what I am proposing to all of you. While you are solving the problem, do check, is it necessary to find all the reactions? Okay? That will save a little bit amount of time and it will be helpful for you during the problem. Now let us go for the section method. Okay, let us go for section method. And our problem was to find force in AB, EB and ED. AB, ED and EB and ED. So during section method, what do? We take a section and divide the whole truss into two parts. Choose the part you want. If you choose the left part, in that case you will need the value of reaction. But if you choose the right part, you don't need the value of reaction. Okay? So I am going with the right part and let's see what the value comes. Okay? So the first thing is to draw the FBD. So let us draw the FBD first. 40, 40. Now, the remaining portion I will draw with red. These portions does not actually exist. Okay? It has been removed. But only for simplicity to understand, I am drawing the remaining part. This member in which you have made a section, replace this member by force. So how much force in this direction? I call this as AB. How much force in this direction? That is what we have to find, and I give it a name BE. And what else? What about this? I give it a name DE. So these are the three forces which we have to find. How did I choose the sign convention? The sign convention is that I am assuming that all the members are in tension and therefore I have taken the positive sign convention. What is positive sign convention? Draw the arrow in such a way that you move along the member away from the joint. Along the member away from the joint. That's it, very simple. How will you draw the arrow? All the arrow whichever you are drawing while solving the truss, you should follow this simple protocol or sign convention. This convention is all the arrows must be moving away from the joint along the member. Is that okay? And while you are drawing an arrow of this kind, what is the assumption? The assumption is all the members are in tension. Okay? So if your value is negative, what does it mean? It simply means that the member is in compression. Okay? So what next? What type of force system is this? This is a coplanar non-concurrent force system, and therefore we have three equations of equilibrium. Sum of all forces equals to 0 along x-axis, sum of all forces along y-axis, and sum of all forces along z-axis. But I will also show you, illustrate over here that do you need these three equations only? Okay, so we have to think about it. Let me in the meantime remove this part. These are the general equations, but we can have a combination, any combination of our choice. Okay? If you go with this method, you have to solve three equations. Okay? But if you go by this method, summation Fy equals to 0, summation Mz equals to 0, taking moment about, I just lost the name, BCD. Taking moment of all the force about B. And the third equation again a moment, taking moment of all the force about E. Some of you had asked while I was teaching in the class, why we are taking moment about E? E does not exist. Yeah, E, there is no member over here. But we can take moment about any point. Is that okay? We can take moment of force or forces about any point. So it can be E, it can be A, it can be C, it can be anywhere, here also, no problem. Is that okay? So instead of these three equations, if I go for this one, my calculation will be somewhat easier. Okay, so let us now solve it. Summation Fy equals to 0. So if I use summation Fy, this angle is 45 degree. You can very easily see I am assuming downward as positive. So minus 40 plus BE cos 45 plus 40 equals to 0 implies that BE equals to minus 80 root 2 kilonewton. And you can verify from here. See, same value. So my answer is correct. The second equation which I am going to use is summation mz equals to 0. And this time I am taking moment about B. What is the advantage? If I take moment about B, force AB and BE will not come in my equation. And if they do not come in my equation, there are two basic advantages. First, I don't need this value or the value of AB. Single equation, single unknown, directly solvable. Second point, even if my answer is incorrect and I don't have dependency of this answer in my next equation, so there are chances that the other portion of my answer may be correct. Is that okay? So if I take moment about B, I will have only one unknown and one equation in this case, and therefore I don't need this value. If I go for summation fx, I may need other values. And if one of the answer is incorrect, the other answer is bound to be incorrect. But if you use this combination over here, then all the three equations are independent of each other, and even if one of them you have made a mistake somewhere, the other portions will become correct or may be correct. Okay? So summation mz equals to 0, taking moment of all the force about B. So what will I get? I am assuming clockwise as positive. So this 40 is passing through B, 45 is this BE is passing through B, AB is passing through B. So only DE and this 40 are not passing through B. So only these two forces will come in my equation. So DE multiplied by 3. See, this height is 3. Okay? DE, the force DE multiplied by 3. Clockwise. This will be clockwise. See, if I rotate, I apply force clockwise. And then this is the line of action. So plus 40 multiplied by 3 equals to 0. From here DE equals to minus 40 kilonewton. Don't forget the unit, okay? DE equals to minus 40 from my previous calculation. Now we will go for the third one. We have found the value of BE. We have found the value of DE. Now let us go for AB. So if I take moment of all the force about E, then force DE and BE will not come in my equation, and I will get only one unknown and one equation over here. I am not dependent upon these two answers also. Okay? So let us go for AB now. These two are gone. So what are the forces which are remaining with me? 1, 2 and 3. Let us assume clockwise as positive. Let us take clockwise as positive. So minus AB multiplied by 3. See, AB is the force like this, and it will produce a clockwise anti-clockwise moment, and therefore I am having a minus sign over here. Okay? So AB multiplied by 3 producing an anti-clockwise moment, plus 40 into 3 plus 40 into 6 will be equal to 0. And if you solve this, what will be the value of AB? 3 to the 6, 40 plus 80 plus 40, 120. Okay, see. So I hope you have understood the section method as well as joint method. In case of any query or any doubt, you can put your comments down below. And apart of that, if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any doubt, you may ask in the comment section. Thank you.